In 20th century America, a heavenly whisper may on occasion bestow upon ordinary people the gift of prophecy. June Gatlin claims spiritual ties reveal future events, as the death of a president, the freeing of Nelson Mandela, and the breaking apart of the Soviet Union. From the very beginning, June showed signs of a gift that would come to dominate her life. She reportedly was born with a thin membrane or veil over her face, a traditional African omen of psychic powers. Prophet June Gatlin.
They have the ability to see beyond the veil. And so they have precognitive abilities, paranormal abilities.
Even as a child, June possessed a powerful gift. Author Joyce Noel.
There are people who are especially blessed, who are in touch with their gifts from the date of their birth. June Gatlin was a prophet and a healer at an early age.
June soon learned that healing others could mean harming herself. By age 3, she was reportedly besieged at church by sufferers seeking salvation by touching the child prophet.
When they touched me, I would be very uncomfortable because I could feel energy or something moving from me, so I didn't want them to touch me.
She would faint or feel ill because she absorbed their feelings, their pain.
But they would feel better, and I didn't. I was uncomfortable. I hated it. I just knew people's souls. I knew their hearts, and I didn't like knowing it because in a lot of ways it was hurting for me. You know, somebody says that we really like you, but then I would know inside that they didn't.
As she matured, June struggled with the constant attention she received. Yet family and friends pressured her to show off her rare talents.
Now you tell me, what was I doing this morning?
You were washing the car.
You got it, child.
June, say goodnight to these people.
Oh, no. You answer me this. June, last night, what was I doing?
Watch out now.
June, come on, June.
You were with a woman and you were kissing her.
When individuals thought they were hiding, it popped out even more on me. And they didn't know that it hurt me as much as it did.
By her 12th birthday, June claims her psychic energies overwhelmed her physical body.
When she was young, she used to fall into a sleep that would sometimes last almost a week. And her family didn't know what was wrong with her.
Lord, bless and heal this child. Amen.
Wake up, honey. Big mama. Dang, how long has she been like this?
I was unable to move. The feeling was so traumatic. The only way I could describe it is being in an amusement park when they used to have those whirly chairs.
June endured frequent hospital stays as her family searched for the cause of her mysterious sleeping episodes.
I spent a lot of time in hospitals, a lot of time with specialists, had brain scans, all sorts of tests.
Needles were put in her, all kinds of blood tests to see why she went into these trances.
It took a doctor from the Caribbean to diagnose June's condition. He traced her trance-like states back to her African ancestry, where psychic children often undergo similar experiences.
I think I might have figured out what the problem is here. Something I haven't seen for a long, long time.
What is it?
Well, where I come from, the people call them moon children. Children born with a second sight or powers, you know?
As she grew older, June's physical symptoms dissipated, but she continued to battle the emotional shadow of knowing the future. Then one day, she received a vision of romance that would become bittersweet.
Before I met my lover, my love partner, I was shown what he looked like, and I was told that he would be the last man in my life. Well, I met him, and when I met him, it was at a party.
Oh my God, don't.
When he walked over to the middle of the room, I saw this huge burst and flash of light on the left side of his head.
Hey. So, what's going on?
Just checking you out.
So then I went into the kitchen, and he came into the kitchen, and we automatically started talking. I knew everything about him. I knew his heart, I knew his soul, I knew his bones, I knew the marrow in his bones. I've never loved anybody like I loved this man.
All lovers are spared knowing when fate will separate them, all except prophets. June feels that her prophetic gift was a constant presence in her life with Gary.
I would begin to tell him about things that was going to happen, you know, and he said, oh, the game's on today. And I said, oh, so-and-so's going to win.
You know, baby, I don't know why you bother watching the game. I already saw who's gonna win. It ain't even gonna be close.
Forget it. I don't want to know.
Check it out. Dallas. Dallas.
So he came back to me, he said, whatever it is, get rid of it. I said, if I get rid of it, I have to get rid of me.
At every turn, June's alleged psychic gifts pervaded day-to-day life.
I think I'm gonna call Dennis.
Better try Karen's.
Crazy woman.
I'm telling you, baby.
Hey, Karen, how you doing? Hey, listen, you wouldn't know where Dennis is, would you?
Hey. How'd you know I was here?
I would see things that I was supposed to see. I would see things that I had to see.
What June saw was a wrenching vision, a desperate secret eating away at her soul.
So what's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine.
You're not acting fine.
You're eating my apple.
So they're okay? I paid for it.
You're going to die.
What?
You're going to die.
June struggled to block images of Gary's death, but she was compelled to continually experience the anguish of losing him forever.
I refused to be still. If I kept moving, then I wouldn't have to hear or see anything.
Time had run out. Gary's fate was sealed.
I wanted to know where Gary was, and I saw his feet dancing in a party and everything, so I called a mutual friend of ours. I said, were you at a party last night? I said, was Gary there? She said, yeah.
June was condemned to see her worst fear come true. According to her, spirit guides came to her with images of Gary's death.
I saw the body in the coffin. It was exactly like, they showed me.
Moments later, June received the dreaded phone call.
And somebody called, and I said, don't tell me anything. She said they found Gary dead. So, that's that.
June claims her otherworldly messengers brought her a comforting image of final peace.
I felt this thing, like, in the left side of my temple, and they said instant death, no pain. Call his family and let them know.
In her last psychic vision of Gary, she claimed spectral presences prepared his body for a journey into the afterlife.
And I watched luminous light beings, and they were standing around, and they were, it was like the body was being purged.
Today, June seems at peace. She claims to use her psychic gifts to help others with personal matters, but she also focuses on global concerns. She sees mankind facing profoundly difficult problems.
It's been a very Frankensteinish type of world that we as a people have created. By 1997, 1998, there's going to be a lot of turmoil, a lot of trauma, where people are going to become more violent in regards to their beliefs. There's going to be a lot of upheaval in regards to Mexico. This country will self-destruct.
But June also sees a future of hope and promise, both for mankind and the world.
But things are really going to turn around We're going to see masses of people within this nation, and especially in European countries, working to help to cleanse the environment. And so there's going to be more concern, more involvement of everybody to save the rainforest. These things are coming about simply to give individuals an understanding of respecting life, respecting other humans, and what we have to do to make this world a much better place.
One look at the fire in June Gatlin's eyes, one look at the light in her face, and you can see something special burning within. But life isn't always easy for a person with such a gift. Sometimes you can see more than you want and know more than you need. Perhaps it's that way with all prophets.